Hello everybody, I'm Dave Chaos and welcome to my review of the Razer Kraken 7.1. So I'll have a quick look over the different features of this and make some comparisons to its predecessor, and we'll check out the software and the microphone as well, see what the quality is like on there. Alright. Alright then, so here they are, as always. In the box you get your stickers, which is something that most products tend to send out these days. You also get a quick start guide. Basically it goes over, you know, plugging it in, changing the earpieces if you need to, and some other useful information. One of the things that they do say in the quick start guide is about the headband. Now, a lot of products, when they come out of the box, are quite rigid and stiff. You know, obviously they've just been manufactured as you'd expect. So in the manual, it suggests that you actually stretch it out a little. So, you know, give it a bit of this, a bit of that, and you know, you're not going to break them, don't worry. So that's quite interesting to note that they're confident enough for you to give the products a stretch, you know, before you try it out. So that's nice to see. So let's start with the USB. As always, as I like to see, it's gold plated. It's just a little bit better for sending that signal down to your computer. And of course the cable is a lovely black cloth braided cable. Again, it's always a plus in my book to see a braided cable. Then you've got the headset itself, of course. This is the all black edition with the exception of the Razer logo right here. And there's also the luminous green one, which again, you know, it's got the Razer logo there and the whole thing's luminous. Yeah, so I've given these a go and they are super duper comfy. So we'll have a look at this. You'll see that it's padded all the way around here, and there's a couple of things to know about this. It's got on the inside here, you'll see that it's kind of got this mesh all the way around here, and that's basically so your head can breathe a bit while you've got these on. One of the other things that I like about the headband is just about here in the middle section it goes extra super soft and super squishy, if you can see that, and that's basically the bit that rests on top of your head, and that's usually the part where most people get pain. Now after using these for quite a while, say I think I was sat with them for an hour and a bit on, I had no pain at all, nothing. It was just as comfy as when I first put them on, which is a great big plus. And they start to get a bit more rigid around the edge here. That doesn't really sit on your head too much. I can show you how it sits on a head in a little while. As for the earpieces, there's a little bit of give like this if I bend it that way, but it's not really designed for it. There isn't like a mechanism in there for it, but the plastic itself will give. It's the earpieces themselves that are all manoeuvrable. So if we have a look at this one here, you can see that it's got a, you know, this up and down manoeuvre. You can see that quite clearly right there. In fact, I'll zoom in a little more for you. So you got like that, and then if I hold it steady, the earpiece itself goes left and right. So it doesn't go up and down, of course. It goes left and right like that. So you've got quite a lot of manoeuvrability with both of them, of course. So, you know, it can sit quite well on your head. I mean, you can get headsets that can go completely flat, but, you know, who's got a head shape like that? Yeah, exactly. Alright, so something to note is they're noise reducing, not noise cancelling, but they are most certainly noise reducing, so that's good. Just enough so you can hear yourself speak. Here's the microphone, so if we just, if I can get the positioning right, zoom right in, you can see. Let's get this focus sorted, sorry about that. There we go, so we can see right here the microphone is tucked away on the inside, so if you just grip that and pull it right out, you can see it's actually quite a decent length. There it is. And right here on the end is a little button, just there, that you can squeeze, and that's to basically mute the microphone. It's just a little squeeze button, a little squeezy clicky button right there, and there's actually an LED indicator. So we're going to plug this in now so you can see what it looks like, because it's actually the logos on the end and the actual microphone lights up. So give me 1 second. Alright, so I've actually switched off my studio lights so you can actually get a better view. So there we are, we've got the Razer logo right here, one on the other side as well, and the microphone itself as well. So if I actually press this little button, hang on, there we go, you can see the microphone's gone off. So that's also your indicator, so you know that microphone's on or off. There it is. Whoop. There. So it's really quite gentle, the indicator button. But there you go. You see a nice little glow. You can see it on my hands there. lovely, and that's it for the for when it's plugged in. So I'm going to do a show what it looks like on my mannequin head, and then we'll take a look at the software and we'll do a mic test as well. You also have head adjustment as well on the sides that you'd always expect, quite a few different settings on there. This is a plastic construction on there, but it seems to feel quite sturdy. It's got a little bit of give in it. I don't think it's going to snap straight away, which is a plus. And you know, obviously the other side does it as well, which is nice to see. I have, you know, an average side head, so you know, just a couple of clicks is enough for me. But you can see that it can go quite large if you've got a a rather large head. And one of the other good features of this as well is if you're taking it out and about with you, you know, if you have the mic in there, you can actually fold it up quite nicely. I think it should be that way around actually. There we go. And yeah, you can just chuck that into your bag and away you go. So that's also a very nice feature. Alright, so while we have a look at the pan around, how it sits on my mannequin's head, we'll just go over some of the key features that are on the box. So this is, of course, the 7.1 version. It has USB connectivity and a digital microphone. So some of the technical details we'll go over as well. So the headphone drivers are 44mm with a frequency of 20 Hz to 20 kHz, an independency of 32 ohms, and the output power wattage of 30 milliwatts. Again, the USB is gold plated. Cable length is 2 meters, which is quite a nice length, and the approximate weight is 340 grams. For the microphone, we've got a frequency response of 100 Hz to 12 kHz, sensitivity of -40 decibels to +4 decibels, signal noise ratio of 63 decibels. Of course, as I mentioned before, it's got a closed ear cup, so it isn't noise cancelling, it's just closed. And as we've already seen, it's got the ambient green glow on the logo, enhanced digital microphone. Okay, so here's the software. This is the Synapse 2.0, which works with nearly all of the Razer products, which is quite nice. I'd like to see one program that fits all. Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, I've done reviews in the past where I've had like a keyboard and a mouse, and there's a separate application for each one. It kind of sucks, so it's nice that Razer have got this all-in-one program that you can install. Alright, so first things first is you have a little setup thing that you can do. So if we just click start, now I've only got the Krakens plugged into the computer, so nothing seems to be coming up on here, but if I click the test button, we should get some audio. So there's the audio. If we click next, yep, it knows that we have the Razer Kraken Pro plugged in. We just click next on that. And then now we can calibrate the 7.1 right here. So I'll show you how this works. If we just click the calibrate now, you should be able to hear like a propeller, a helicopter propeller. And you can adjust that, you can fine tune it just by dragging. You see how that just adjusts? I think we can scroll with your middle mouse button, so that's handy. Obviously I'm going to leave it on the default because it sounds fine right there. And then again, you know, the right hand one around the back and all the way around to the front. So there we go. That sounds fine to me, so I'm going to leave it on the defaults. And then you can do an experience surround sound, and that basically is the noise of that helicopter doing a flyby. So we're not going to do it because you won't be able to hear it in the YouTube video, so there's no point, you won't get the full effect. If I click finish, and then we're done there with the calibration, and we can move on to like fine tuning and stuff like that. So here we are in the settings tab. We can enable things like virtual audio, audio selects USB headphones, auto select I should say, sorry, which ensure Razer surround audio controller is selected, blah blah blah. Again, we can do the surround calibration right here, and then we've got the audio tab, and we've got a few different bits and bobs we can do in here. So we've got like stereo enhancement, bass boost, surround normalization, voice clarity, all the stuff that you would expect to have, and of course the good old EQ. So you have a whole bunch of presets as you'd always expect. So you know, oldies, blues, classic jazz, all that sort of stuff. Your custom and default. I mean, I'm not too fussy. I tend to just have stuff on default because it's usually the best sounding. You can tweak stuff, you know, for certain games and stuff like that. What I'd like to have seen is profiles, really, under this section, maybe for games that you're playing, you know, set up a profile for each one, because some games do sound better than others. But there we go. So what I think we'll do now is an actual audio test on the microphone itself. So I am just going to stop the video a moment, and I'll set that up. Alright, so as you can see, I am now using the microphone on the headset. I'm using Audacity to record this audio. I don't know what it sounds like until I listen to it post-edit, so hopefully the microphone sounds quite good. I've got it, you know, about 2 inches away from my mouth, just near my chin, so it's not like right in front of my face. And there we go. I mean, I can't really doing anything else because I can't hear myself. I don't know what it sounds like. So you'll have to make your own mind up on that one. Alright guys, so I'm going to do a quick wrap up. Right, so there we go. That was the Razer Krakens. Here they are again. I'm really impressed by them. I've just done the audio test on the microphone, so I listened back to it actually, just because I was really curious on what it sounded like. And I personally think that the audio on this is better than my professional microphone that I use for recording. Saying that, the professional microphone, this one here, it is a condenser microphone, so it does pick up everything in the background. So the noise suppression on the software or in the hardware here is so good that I wouldn't need to post edit like the audio to make it sound clearer. This was, to me, pretty damn crystal clear. The headset itself is really comfy. I mean, the whole, I love it. They're really good. So yeah, I cannot fault these. So that's why I'm going to give them a Hardware Heaven Diamond Award. Money is no object. You want a pair of these. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed that review. I'll catch you next time.